Hey guys, so it is week 3 of the Strain airing, which means we are 3 blogs into our Strain vlog. Obviously.
This episode is called Gone Smooth.
For anybody who's actually read the books, you're going, ha ha ha. But we will get to exactly why this episode is titled as such. So, any burning things you really want to talk about right off the bat?
I really liked how the episode started. Like classical music, somebody humming, clearly a vampire, you know, the Nosferatu looking ears, and I'm like, oh yay! You know, I was creeping IMDb and they're like, oh, the master is going to show up in this many episodes, and I'm like, really? Like, crazy, we're starting with him, this is... And he's like putting on makeup and I'm like, oh, you know, fake nose, oh, he looks like Voldemort, ha 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 ha, and then it like pans out and it's the German Nazi vampire Thomas, and I'm just like,
Ah, hey.
my question was answered. I was so happy. I'm like, okay, that's why you look like a person. You're caked in makeup and fake ears.
It was just cool to watch too,
Yeah.
just like fake nose and just like the magic of Hollywood and everything that they're doing, and they're just showing it to you in the beginning of the episode.
And he's just like, soon I won't have to put on this farce. And I'm just like,
damn it, I like it.
yeah, you're cool. I like you. You kind of remind me of Christoph Waltz, like just a little bit. He's definitely my favorite antagonist so far because he's just so like smiley.
He's kind of the only antagonist so far.
Well, you have Eldritch, what the hell his last name is, Palmer.
Yeah,
he's
true.
technically an antagonist, but this guy's just like, I'm so happy to be doing what I'm doing, and ha 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 ha, everyone's gonna die.
So F actually makes it to his custody hearing. Surprised the fuck out of everyone. The kid is just so cute and just broke my heart a little bit because, like, you can tell F really loves his kid, but his kid's, like, doing the best for him.
Mm-hmm. And I like that conversation between F and his ex-wife where it's like, you know, he did what was best for you and not himself.
Yeah, and then they developed into a useless argument about nothing, and
yeah,
it was
F stormed off because reasons.
But it was really like, just like, you can see how much he loves his kid, and I think it's setting up for other stuff later, but it's just a nice illustration of their relationship. And I mean, he's still gonna be able to see his kid, but he's not gonna be able to live with him, which is probably best if he's consorting with vampires. A little bit.
But he doesn't realize that yet because F is so slow on the uptake. Like, buddy, come on. Because he leaves his custody hearing, like, I'm gonna go check up on that French guy. And he's wandering through the French guy's house, and he's on the phone with Nora, and I'm just like, get out of the house, F. Clearly something's wrong. Yes, you're looking in the bathtub, and there's blood in the water.
Yeah.
No.
Doesn't even question how it got there. Like, maybe there's a body under there. Like,
let's stick something in to, like, see. And I'm just like, what is this? Like, what are you doing?
The door was, like, open. Like, who leaves their house where you can
I
just
thought
push
you
the
worked
door
for
open?
the CDC. I thought you understood quarantine. I didn't think you're gonna, like, I'm just gonna walk through this whole thing.
No problems here.
And so, of course, it's shot really well, because every once in a while you're getting, like, the view from, like, down low when it's, like, the little girl, and you're just like, she's gonna, like, eat his face. That's what's going to happen. And then he leaves the house, and then there's just this really creepy shot of, like, the shadows, and you see, like, her little form with, like, her hair is falling out, and I'm just like,
yeah, and you're like, you were so close to dying right there. Just,
you don't even know.
nope, just on a cell phone. Yeah, that was really well shot and very tense. Then we're kind of introduced to a new character who was on the plane. He was one of the ones who survived. And he has a somewhat agoraphobic wife. And he's slowly devolving into just vampirism. So she's got to deal with her shit. And I was at the one point where the dog was like barking at him. I'm like, not the dog.
Don't kill the dog.
Not the dog.
And then I had this moment where I'm like, I care more about this dog than I care about these people.
It's true. Just don't hurt the animal. There's the rat catchers.
Oh, he's so awesome. He's just... he's just so charismatic and just like he gets into work and his boss is like, I need you to go to the mayor's house because like rat. And he's like, on my list of places I need to be, I have a hospital, I have a school, and you want me to go to this rich guy's house?
The guy's like, well, I don't care what you want, go.
And he goes, and there's a little girl who's been bitten by the rat, and like the dad's a dick, the mayor, and so the rat catcher is just like talking to the little girl and just talking around the dad, and just like, oh, yeah, this building, right? It was built on top of a cigar factory, and you know who likes cigars? Rats. No wonder you paid so cheap for it.
And he's just kind of like making the little girl feel better because she'd gotten bitten on the face by a rat.
Mm-hmm.
Startling on any given day. And just like, it was just like good to see because he was like still a dick to the father too. Mm-hmm. He's like, you're a dick. And
then he like leaves the building and he's walking down the street and he sees a rat and he's like, what the hell? He keeps going and then he looks over the side and the sewer that leaks out into the river, it's just like hundreds of rats just spilling out of the sewer. And if that's not a sign to like GTFO
yeah,
off that island,
I don't know what
I don't know what is, because that's just,
I'm following them.
yeah. Animals start running away.
See ya.
Bye-bye. But back to our nerdy white guy. He's like, really, he's degenerating, and he goes into the fridge and he just brings out this steak that's been marinating, and he looks at it and he just starts like draining it, like eating it.
And just, I cringe.
And like his little funny like tongue thing comes out and it's like sucking the blood, and you kind of see the shadow moving, and it's the wife, and the wife is like, and I'm just like, lady.
This is a sign.
This is a sign that you need to get the kids and get out. Nobody is like, the plot is working because people are stupid.
That's true. Like, first sign, we're leaving now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna go call the CDC and they're gonna pick you up because you have a freaking tongue thing.
I know I'm a little scared of the outside world, but you know what? I'm more scared.
And of course, we also have our goth rocker.
Oh God.
So goth rocker, he doesn't want to sing because his throat hurts, and he still has that ringing in his ears.
And I'm watching this, and I'm listening to people on the show complain that their throat hurts, and I'm thinking, damn it, my throat's been hurting all freaking day. Quarantine for me.
And so, like, they send in a doctor, and the doctor's like, oh, okay, you know, Adderall for this, and this, and this, this, and this, and this, and this. And he's like, well, doc, what about this? And he just, like, opens his robe, and the doctor's just like, you need to go to the hospital, like, yesterday.
Because there is nothing I can do for that.
And I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, yes! One of the most memorable moments in the book is going to happen in this episode.
And lo and behold, in the next scene, he's going to the washroom and plunk, something falls into the toilet.
And he has the most apathetic response. It's
I know.
Like, oh, flush. Goes around his daily business and then like turns and faces the camera. His robe is hanging open and you are looking at a Ken doll.
And you're like, of all my reactions to bodily parts just falling off of me, especially one that's like essential to my manhood, I don't think that's it. I really don't.
Maybe the transformation has like some kind of apathetic, you know, as it continues on you get apathetic or something, like you just like,
I didn't need it anyway. I don't have a sex drive anymore.
Could be. I mean, that's the only thing I can justify, or he's probably high as fuck.
Those are your two options, huh?
Yeah. But what happens when they complete their full transformation? We see that too, because we have that poor pathetic pilot.
Yep.
And you were, before we were filming, you made a comparison to Dracula.
Oh yeah. I was like watching and they're like, something Redford, and I'm like, Redford, Renfield. He's Renfield because And he's like lying on the bench too, and he's like, he's coming, which is a very Renfield line. So I was just like, oh, this is cute.
For all you people who don't know Dracula, Renfield was like Dracula's assistant, driven a little crazy.
Yeah, he was not even like a willing assistant. He just was like the first victim.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like press ganged into assistantship.
Yeah. And then put into an insane asylum, so.
And so the pilot, like, they were like, okay, we're gonna open him up, like, in surgery, see what's going on, and, like, they leave him alone, and then they come back and he's gone. And everybody's looking for him, and I mean, Sean Austin's character has been told by German Nazi vampire that I'm your boss now too, so you do what I say. And so he's doing the whole running around looking for it, being like, do I tell them? Do I know? No, 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 no. And everybody's going around, and finally they find him. And where is he?
In the basement.
Like, face into, like, blood bags.
Which was a temporary solution to his problem.
Yeah, and I was starting to have kind of flashbacks to 28 Days Later. And then, like, so they're like, oh, Captain, haha, come back. And then things just hit the fan. And he, like, fight. Big fight. Creepy stinger thing coming out.
A little erratic at first, but gets more accurate.
Doesn't know how to use it. And I just love everybody's reaction. They're just like,
the hell? And then it's so funny because I was watching this show with my mother, and my mother's the type of person where if someone tries to kill you, you kill them first. So he hits him in the head with the fire extinguisher, and we're both like, oh, he's getting up. She's like, just kill him. Keep hitting him with the damn. It's really funny to watch. Because she's just like, no, you get one shot, and if you miss,
you're done.
That's it.
And so the episode ends with, like, Sean Austin and Nora like, what do we do now?
Because now they have a dead body on their hands.
And we forgot to mention our favorite character, Abe, is doing his own thing because he was in court, and that was probably my favorite part of the entire episode. Him playing, oh, I'm just a
feeble old
man, and I was in a concentration camp, and take pity on me. And he walks out, and he's just like, fucking idiots.
Oh, definitely have that sword remounted, no problem.
Totally just get a cane with rubber at the end.
Oh yeah, look at me, taking my walker now. Bye guys.
And like Nora meets him, and she's like, you knew stuff, come help us. And he's like, you people, you're not willing to do what needs to be done. And she's like, what needs to be done? And he's like, you need to hunt down everyone who was on that plane and who was related to anyone that was on that plane and had contact with those bodies and kill them. And she's just like, whoa.
She's like, see, you're not ready.
And he just like storms off, and then he hires a hacker to like get the list, and she's like, why do you need that? And he's like, because I'm going to go pay my respects. And you're just like, now that's what we're calling it these days.
Oh, yep. So it was a fun episode.
Yeah, things are in motion. Things are happening.
How long do you think it's going to be before something really big and shocking happens?
Well, I think we're going to, given the way F has been portrayed, the next episode he's going to be like, there totally wasn't a stinger. Like, we're all high or something. Like, he's going to try and come up with excuses because this is something that he can't understand. And then I think Nora is going to be the one who's going to be like, well, let's dissect the body.
The one that we just mashed up?
Yeah, well, it was just the head. That
was the important part, though.
Well, like, they can, look at the damage and changes that could have happened to the internal organs, because that was, I think they talk about that in the book.
Yeah.
And then eventually, I expect, this is my prediction, don't hold me to this, but the episode is going to end with F going and finding Abe.
Next episode?
That's how, like...
Yeah, that's probably where it has to go.
Because...
What else is there? Yeah.
There'll probably be stuff with Gus, because we didn't get Gus this episode. And that, like, lawyer lady. She's the only, like, survivor we haven't followed. So...
Yeah. So, that's it?
Yeah. What are your predictions about the strain? And what did you like and didn't like?
Yeah.
When are we going to see some serious vampire action?
Yeah. Keep doing that. See you guys.